only one feeling this way. We've been bombarded with a lot of information, a lot of assumptions, hypotheses, and I think that Bright's assumptions and hypotheses are rightly so because we have brought it upon ourselves. To be very honest, why are we even doing this? You found somebody have committed a crime. You are the Attorney General. Do your investigation. Finish it. Sometimes, even you media houses, you have reporters in the court. Several cases, some are even worse than this that are in the courts. When the courts start their hearing, a lot of information will come out. And at that point, there will no longer be assumptions and hypotheses. There will be information that are being divulged in the courts, and then we can also consume some. We are here simply because we attempted to combine politics with law. And that's why we are doing this to ourselves. Because, 30 minutes presentation from Bright, and it's all assumptions. What if it comes out that, if we realize that, should it be the case that...
It's not all assumptions.
So, 90% something. That is what it is. So if it's 90, then it's all. That is what it is.
He makes an emphatic statement.
Like what?
That the claims do not hold water.
According to him, he is not the court.
So that's an assumption.
It's an assumption. You're not the court. You're not the court. You're not the judge. So according to you, that is it.
This is different from the court.
No. On what basis is he saying that? According to him. That is what it is. The only person in this country, or the only persons who can make such an emphatic statement are the courts. Otherwise, what you say, what I say, what counsel says, what doc says are all assumptions.
You can't separate what is happening now from what is going on in the court.
I am saying that what he is saying, it's his view based on hypothesis. Because you see, this is conclusion that he gave is based on a presentation that he made, which were simply, if he doesn't have authorization from the minister, what if he does? Did we even know that there was authorization from a national security coordinator? We didn't know until the issue came up, and then later that also popped up. So there are so many things we may not know at this point. So many things. Why? Why are we spending 1 hour, 2 hours to discuss something that will ultimately find itself in the court? Even the Attorney General himself has come out to say that, hold the man in jail for me, because I'm still investigating. And then you say that if he didn't know for a fact, he doesn't know for a fact. That's why he's still keeping the man in jail, so that he continues his investigations.
He knows for a fact. Have you seen the charge sheet?
I am coming.
If you
have concluded your investigation, you won't go to the judge and say, he's still interfering with investigation, give me time, I need to finish investigation. That's what we know for a fact. That is what in the past week he has told the judge. That hold the man for me, because I'm still investigating. Why are we doing this ourselves? I'm not holding breath for anybody. I am only saying that we shouldn't mix politics with law. And you are the lawyers, you know it. So you found out that this gentleman may have committed some crime. Then you came to hold a press conference. In fact, you almost, or should I say, even pronounced him guilty. And even said that you are very sure that if he doesn't come and negotiate, he may go for 25 years. And added so many things. You went on to list things, properties, and all. So you see, in the first place, you created a certain impression in the minds of the Ghanaian public that the man is guilty. And let's be fair, that was what was done. And Samson, do you think it would be fair for this to happen to you? No matter the crime you've even committed. When we have a law that even describes a murderer as not guilty until proven same, what was done to the gentleman? Do you think it would be fair on you? Because even today, if this man should go through the court processes and come out not guilty, he can never take off the taint that has been placed on him.
Oh, why not?
How? The number of people, you know how media works. Sometimes I always tell people, one of the reasons why when I'm on media platforms, I make sure that when somebody says something and I don't let it pass. Because you see, the number of people who are watching us now, you may not have all of them watching you tomorrow morning. So there are people who watch the Attorney General or listen to him just in a car, in a trotro, and didn't even have the chance to listen to him, his second presser on the gentleman. There are some who listen to the Attorney General and have not had the chance to see this letter the gentleman has written. So all I'm saying is that we say we run a country by law, and the country's law are clear. I am not guilty until proven same. We should just slow down on this matter. You see, If you read
do you classify the U.S. as an advanced democracy?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Do you know what the DA's departments do?
What do they do?
The district attorneys.
What do they do?
When they have matters of public interest, they call the press. That's what they do.
They don't. I've never seen any DA or anybody hold the press and declare somebody they have guilty and say that he is going to go to jail for.
They do, and they tell you that's why they are going to court.
I haven't seen.
If they are not sure that the person will be found guilty, they won't go to court.
I haven't seen that. You have seen it.
Okay.
But the point here is that it is the reason why today you read the man's statement and he says, "I am here in jail. I am being accused and almost being tried in the public space for stealing a certain 49 million. As a result of that, even other unrelated things are being connected to it." I mean, I listened to Brighton, almost about 40% of the things he said are not related to the specific charge, the 49 million. He's not talking about, doing something without authorization, and talking about the laws and procurement and all those things and budgeting for national security. That is not related to the specific matter. But he says that I am quite hesitant in divulging certain information to my interrogators because I know what is involved. But over the past weeks, I've been attempting to meet you, the National Security Coordinator, but I believe that because of your busy schedule, we haven't been able to meet. Considering the exigencies of the situation, I have to now write to you. And in my current position, I am telling you that you may have found out by now, and he has that in his statement, as you may have realized by now. You see, there is a coded message there that is clearly indicating that whoever is the National Security Coordinator should either know whether the guy is lying or not. Whether he knows about the 49 million, whether the 49 million, as he claims he has utilized it, is authorized or not, the National Security Coordinator should know by now. He should have that information. And Mr. Adu-Boahene clearly captures that in his statement. Then he goes on to list, line by line item, what it is that he has done, or he did, or the agency did with the 49 million. Then he comes to the issue of the company. And he says that I did not get up to go and create a certain company and move money into it. This company was created with the authorization of my bosses. This is the letter. And the letter is there showing that a certain boss of his wrote to him that do this. Why did you use your wife? We will not know. The national security architecture should come and tell the court. Should come and tell the court why a certain head of a national security institution decides to use their wives. They may have genuine reasons. I have been an MC before, at least. In my municipality, I had the pleasure of seeing chop bar owners, barbers, carpenters, and several kind of persons in this country who are operating in the national security for various reasons. So at this juncture, everything you say is purely based on assumptions, speculations, hypothesis. There is only one thing we know for a fact. A certain 49 million cedis was moved from the Signal Bureau's account into a certain BNC account, which happens to be for the head of the Signal Bureau. That's all. Which was supposed to have been meant for payment of a software. That is the only information that at the moment in the public space we know for a fact. Now the person has come back and said, oh, okay, you are right. I'm not denying that we moved some 49 million. But this is what the 49 million was meant for. And this is why the 49 million found itself in the BNC account. Now here we are sitting down now with two, call it contradicting information. Attorney General is saying one thing, the defendant is also saying another thing. And then we are here using hypothesis to determine one of them being right or wrong. At the moment, Samson, you and I, neither of us here can determine whether what Mr. Adu-Boahene has said is factual or not. None of us can do that.
We can ask questions.
Yes, that is the only extent.
Including that the Attorney General's charge sheet and the accompanying statement are emphatic and conclusive that monies have been stolen, there's been money laundering, there's been defrauding, and there's been causing financial loss. That there was a purported plan to purchase an installation. And the monies that were supposed to be advanced to the ICS holding that company were given.